So lying down in corpse pose with your arms to the side and with a little bit of room between the arms and the armpits, and a little bit of the legs are separated and the body is nice and straight. And close your eyes if you haven't already. And just taking a few breaths here. So inhaling slowly, just looking at your breath without actually trying to change the breath, just settling down. So now we're just going to imagine that you're the main actor or actress in your film, in this film where we're going to play a day in your life. So we're just going to imagine the time when you got up. So watching it as a film as if it's not you. So imagine this screen there and everything is being projected on this screen. So from the time you got up, how you got out of bed, what you did, and in spaces of about an hour at a time, just play your day as it evolved. So what did you do during the day? What happened? And slowly going hour by hour. And now fast forwarding to around lunchtime, what you did, what you ate, and letting go of any emotions that come up, anything that was slightly upsetting or very upsetting or very joyful, just trying to not get too involved with these emotions, just watching this film. And then coming to mid-afternoon or late afternoon. And then coming to a point where you were getting ready to come here. Okay, so now once you're here on the mat, just visualize yourself on your mat or on the floor, wherever you are, or on the chair, just see yourself here. And the idea is to try and be present for the rest of this class in this room. So staying focused and present. So now tune in with your breath. That would be your guide for the evening. So breathing in a few deep abdominal breaths. So inhaling, imagining a balloon in the abdomen, going forward and up, and then slowly coming down. So imagine the balloon is inflating as air goes in. So belly goes away from you when you inhale, and then belly goes down to the spine, right, on the exhalation. So breathing in and out slowly. And now for those of you who are used to the full yogic breath, so you inhale the abdomen, and then inhale a little bit more here to the chest, and the diaphragm goes, and the ribs go to the side, and then breathing a little bit more to the shoulder area, and then exhaling, shoulder down, chest and abdomen. So if this doesn't feel okay, just do the abdominal breath. So inhaling, abdomen, chest and clavicle. Exhaling, clavicle down, chest down, and abdomen down. So beginning to observe, hopefully the breath getting a little bit slower than it did when you started. And then let go of the breath and slowly coming up into a sitting position. So we will bring our arms up behind us first. Push your heels away from you. So heels away from you. and then coming in up into a sitting position. So we won't be here for too long, so you can choose the position you want to be in. And we'll chant Om 3 times as we normally do, and I'll start with a little prayer as we normally do. So getting settled and making sure your spine is nice and straight and long, and the shoulders open. So inhaling all together to unify our energy, inhale, and then exhale. And now inhale to Om. Sahana bhavato sahano bhunakto sahaviryam karamavahe tejasvinavaditamastu ma vitvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And slowly opening your eyes. And welcome everyone to today's class. It's really nice to be here, and I think I can start feeling the connection with you at the other end of the line now. So it's really good that you can make it today. So today the class is focused around working on the back. So we will work on the lower back, the middle back, and the upper back. So the idea is a lot of us in the modern day suffer from back pain of some sort or the other. And even if we feel like pain in one side of the body, in one part of the back, we need to work the whole of the back. So to ensure the health in all the parts of the back. So we will have a mixture of those. And for the back to stay healthy, we'd also need the neck to stay healthy and the shoulders to stay healthy, and well, practically everything. So everything is really connected. So we will do, while the focus is on the back, we will do a little bit of everything. So what I'd like you to focus on today is to really be in your body and feel what muscles are working at the various point in time, where you can feel the stretch, what you feel is working, what is not working, what muscles you need for you to stay in a position or to get into a position. So that's what the focus is going to be for today. So let's get going. So we will start today with once and salutation. So if you want to get up and get ready. So coming to the front of your mat, and so taking a moment here, getting settled, and just tucking your pelvis under a little bit, and chest open and arms to the side. So close the eyes for a moment, and feeling your feet on the floor, and visualizing the sun, or connecting to the sun, to the qualities of the sun. And we will start. So inhale, exhale your palms together in prayer position with your thumb at the sternum. Inhale, come up, so the arms are up. Go up a little bit more, and then bit of a back bend. So not too much. Exhale, come down. Let your head hang. Bring your hands by your feet. Either side of the feet, let the head hang. And then inhale the right leg back, the right knee on the floor, uncurl the toe, come on the tip of your fingers, look towards the ceiling. And now we'll transition into the plank pose, so bringing your hands on the floor, bringing the knees on the floor, so then one leg back, the upper body doesn't move, the other leg just goes up. So staying in the plank pose for a second, for a moment, and then slowly coming down with the knees, uncurl the toes, keeping the elbows in, bring the chest down and the forehead down, buttocks hover in the air if you like, or do any modification that you need to do. Slide the body into one straight line with an inhalation coming up, so just lift your hands up and look in the direction of the ceiling. So you won't be able to look too far, but just in that direction. Bring your hands back to the chest, and then on your knees, curl your toes under, coming up into inverted V. So in this position, let the head hang, and a little bit of room between the ears and the shoulders. If you can, flatten the shoulders, that'd be nice. And then we want to bring the right foot in between the hands, so we bring the left knee down first, or both knee down, and then bringing the right foot in between the hands. Come on the tip of your fingers, looking up again. So bring the back foot to meet the front foot. Keeping your knees bent, your hands are by your feet, so you need some contact with the floor. And then bring the arms back with a nice flat back. And then coming up, going up a little bit more, and a back bend. And then bring your hands to prayer, back to the center. So we'll do the same thing on the other side, leading with the left. So inhale, exhale, your palms together. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, hands by your feet, let the head hang. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, left leg back, left knee on the floor. Check your right knee alignment, so the knee is directly above the heel. Looking up to the ceiling, and then going onto all fours, one leg back, the other, and looking forward, just slightly ahead of your mat, or just so that the back of your neck is nice and straight. Slowly bring the knees down, uncurl your toes, keep the elbows in with control if possible. Bring your hands down, bring your chest down and your forehead down. And then slide the body into one straight line. Then coming up into Cobra and lift the hands up, looking in the direction of the ceiling. Bring your hands by your chest, curl your toes under, you can come onto all four, and then we're going to go into inverted V. So in inverted V, you can choose to walk your feet a little bit forward or your hands a little bit backward, whatever works for you. So just to adjust. So the idea is to get the hips as high as you can. And for those of you who can bring their heels to the floor, do so. You don't have to. Some of us can't do it. And then slowly, we need to bring the left hand in between the left foot in between the hands. So we can bring the right knee down first, or both knees down, and then bringing the left foot in between the hands. So looking up, again, coming on the tip of your fingers. Bring the back foot to meet the front foot. Bend your knees. Bring the arms back, flattening the back. Or coming up with a nice straight back, little bit of a back bend, and then hands in prayer and hands by your side. And so now we will go on to do a moon salutation. So moon salutation is slightly different in the sense that it's got two extra postures. And this is to mirror the lunar cycle, which is made of 14 days. So hence, 14 poses as opposed to the lunar cycle with 12 postures in 12 days. So there is a bit of a logic to it all. And so coming to the front of your mat, and so there are a few differences. So we also start with the opposite leg. So inhale, exhale your palms together. Inhale, up, little bit of a back bend. Exhale, hands by your feet. Let the head hang. This time we inhale the left leg back. So inhaling the left leg back, coming on the tip of your fingers and looking up towards the ceiling. So breathe normally now. And then we'll come up. So you can come into the half moon pose, so which is the arms up. So if you feel better with your arms in cactus, that's fine. Or your arms can just be in front, or they can go up and high. And if for those of you who can do a little bit of a back bend, go for it, but be careful. You need to be stable in this pose before you go back at all. So you need to get your balance first. So don't attempt anything that you can't do, or that's not right for you today. And then slowly coming down. And then we go into the plank pose. So same as before, one leg back and the other. So we're just going to spend a little bit of time here. So feeling that core. So feel what muscles you're using to keep you in this position. Remember, if at any time this gets too much, just bring the knees on the floor like so. But otherwise, stay in your plank. Couple more breaths. And let's all smile. I know you are, though I'm not looking at you all at the minute. And then bring your knees down. Uncurl your toes. Bring the chest down and the forehead down. Slide the body into one straight line. And this time we're just going to use the hands to come up a little bit more. But the shoulders are away from you. So if I take my hands off, I can still stay in that pose. And then coming into inverted V with an exhalation. And take a couple of breaths there. And then this time we want to bring the left foot in between the hands. So we bring the right knee down, or both knees, and then bringing the left foot in between the hands. And on this occasion, we go straight into the moon pose. So be careful, get your balance first. And then coming down into the equestrian pose. Again, spending time here looking up. And now bring the back foot to meet the front foot. Bend the knees, arms back and up. First and then back bend. And hands by your chest. So we now do the right side of the moon salutation. So inhale, exhale the palms together. Inhale up, first back, exhale down, let the head hang, hands by your feet, and bringing the right leg back. So looking up to the ceiling. And now we come up into the moon pose. So coming up with your hands in whatever position that you like. And then coming down, we're going to go to the plank pose. So again, one leg back, the upper body stays and the other. So again, feeling what muscles are working here to keep you in this position. So we're just going to play a little bit here. So if you want to bring your knees down at any time, do so. For those of you who want to lift the right leg up, try and then down. Lift the left leg up and down. And then lift the right arm up and down. Left arm up and down. And now both legs and both arms. No, I'm only joking this bit. Surely not. Okay. So now slowly bring both knees down. If they're not down already, bring the chest down and the forehead down. Slide the body into one straight line. Then coming up into cobra. So we come up a little bit, not too much. The navel stays on the floor no matter what. Looking towards the ceiling. And then we go into inverted V. So the hips are way up and a bit of room between the ears and the shoulders. And see whether now you're able to get a little bit closer to the floor, maybe. Maybe not, it doesn't matter. And then now this time we want to bring the right foot in between the hands. So you can bring the left knee down first, or you can just bring the right foot down in one movement. And then we go straight into the equestrian pose. Looking up. And then bring the hands into equestrian pose, looking up again towards the ceiling. And then bring the back foot to meet the front foot for the forward bend. And then we'll come up with an inhalation. So bring the arms back, flatten the back, and come up into a little bit of a back bend. And then hands into prayer and hands by your side. So just take a moment here, feeling the effect of the sun and the moon salutations. So we'll now come lying down. So just lying down for a moment. So the idea is I always do only 2 in this class, but in your own practice, then if you can build up to about 5 or 6, then that would be really good. So it's something that can be done slowly over time. And if you've got any questions, you can message me about that. That is a nice practice to do, and it's very complete in itself. So breathing in and out as you are in the Shavasana position. So inhaling for a count of 2 and exhaling for a count of 4. So inhaling for 2 and exhaling for 4. Or if you want to prolong the inhalation, inhale for 3, exhale for 5 or 6, whatever. So the idea is to focus on a long exhalation. The relaxation in the body comes from the exhalation. So this is something that you can use outside of your mat. When the heart rate goes up a little bit and you want to bring it back to normal, the key is to focus on the exhalation. Of course, you need to breathe in enough air as well, but to bring in more accelerated rest is through a prolonged exhalation. Okay, so now we're going to do a bit of leg exercise. So so bringing your palms facing down a little bit closer to the body, bring your legs a little bit closer, and then we'll bend the left knee. So making sure your back is on the floor all the time. So there is a little bit of a hollow bit in our back, between our back and the mat here. So we just need to bring that to the mat and keep the whole of the back on the mat. And the buttocks as well stay on the mat the whole time. So engage the stomach muscles. Inhale, lift the right leg for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. both buttocks on the floor, go as high up as you can, and then keeping the legs straight, exhaling for a count of 1, 2, 3. 2 more times. So inhale, 1, 2, 3. If you want, you can point your toes towards you for a bigger stretch, and then exhale, 1, 2, 3. Engage the stomach. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, and then exhale, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do a bit of a hamstring stretch as well. So inhale one more time, and then interlace your fingers and grab the back of your thigh. So you can stay here and getting the neck onto the floor. So you can either just stay here, or if you like, you can inhale coming up. And when you come up, if it's too much for the neck, then don't come up. And once you come up, you can walk your hands up and breathe in this position. So keeping the legs straight all the time. So if you can have a micro bend in the knee, otherwise the knee will hurt, but just for a bigger stretch, keep the knee straight. And you don't need to hold very high up. And for those of you who can hold your foot, you can hold your foot. Assuming you can still breathe in this position, or just hold the thigh anywhere that is comfortable for you. So now, just scanning the body, seeing what muscles or which bit you're working in the body to keep you in this position. So at any point in time, if it gets a bit too intense for the neck, bring the neck down. So now we all bring the neck down, keeping hold of the leg if the stretch is not too much. And then slowly bringing the knee to the chest, outstretching the other leg, and bring that knee even closer to you, and then let it go. And then, so before we do anything, so with both legs outstretched, taking a second here to notice any difference between the two sides. So we're not analyzing the difference, but we're just feeling whether one is different from the other. And we're keeping our attention within the body, and we'll do the same on the other side. So now bending the bending the right knee, and we're getting ready to work the left side. So your arms by your side with your palms facing down. So engage the abdomen, inhale, leg up, buttocks on the floor, both buttocks on the floor, and exhale, 1, 2, 3. A couple more times, inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, down. And the last time coming up, interlacing your hands behind your thigh and just staying here for a moment. And with an inhalation coming up a little bit, so you can leave your hands there. If your hands can move up, you move your hands up, whatever your body feels like. Keeping both buttocks on the floor. You can bring the head up a little bit more, the leg back a little bit more, whichever, do so. You can kiss your knee, that's fine. And whatever you feel like doing in this position, working as hard as you like or not. So again, feeling the stretch and again feeling what muscles are working to keep us in this position. So if it gets a bit too much on the knee, on the neck, you can bring the head down, and we all bring our neck down now, keeping hold of the leg if that feels okay. This intensifies the stretch a little bit more. And then slowly bending that knee, the left knee into the chest, getting it a little bit closer. And then out stretching both legs. Okay, so we're going to do one more pose with working the abdomen and the core. So the core, the health of the core is very important for the health of the back. So we're going to do the boat pose now, which we have done quite a bit. So we will bring our arms down. So with the hands in the same way that you would do when you're walking. So my friend calls this the Buckingham soldier's hand position. So just like that. So the hands are nice by the side of your body. And then we'll bend the right knee. So we'll start working on the left side now. And then tensing the abdomen again, engaging the core. With the inhalation, we'll lift the head up and bring the foot up a little bit. And then we'll look at the left toes, not too much. And then exhaling, coming down. So using the breath, inhale, arms up, leg up, head up, but not too much. And then when you need to breathe out, let go. One last time. So inhale, coming up. And exhale, coming down. And now we'll do it one more time. So we'll inhale, we'll come up, we'll tense. And now we're going to breathe in this position. So we're going to, by breathing in this position, it also means that we're holding this position for a bit. So keeping in the position. And of course, feel free to come out of the position at any time that you need for your body. So if you can, just hold. You might feel a little bit of shaking happening. And then slowly we all come down. And then swap legs. So bending the left and outstretch the right. So arms, Buckingham soldier's arms. And then inhale, before we do that, engaging the core. Inhale, lift the head up, the arms up, and look in the direction of your toes. So, and then exhaling, coming down. Couple more times. So inhale, looking up. And then exhale, coming down. One more time. Inhale, up. Looking at the toes and down. And then now we're going to hold the position. So inhale, coming up. Feel, and now breathe normally. So feel the tension growing around the stomach, the core area. Breathing. So with these exercises, with a lot of the exercises, you're encouraged to do them with closed eyes. But it's up to you. You can experiment what you like. And then slowly coming down. And now you can either take a rest, or we're going to try and do both legs up. So if this is a bit too much for you today, then you can either just relax or repeat what we've done. So I'll talk through both sides. So legs to the side, arms down, Buckingham soldier's arms, coming up, looking at your toes, both legs up, and hold your breath, and then come down. So we'll do it one more time. Inhale with the inhalation, holding, and then when you need to breathe out, just calm down. And now we're going to go up and keep breathing in this position. So engaging the core, tensing the whole body, coming up and breathe. So we'll breathe in this position. And slowly coming down. Okay, so before we move on to the back series, we're going to do a twist. So, um, so what we're going to do is we'll bring the right arm out, and then you're going to almost put your ear on the right arm, if you like, or you're coming to your side. And then the knees are parallel to the arms, so in the same line. And then there is a 90 degrees here between the knees, between the thighs and the knees and the limbs. So just this way, so it goes like an L shape. So once you've got that, so you can either, if you've got something, you can put something on your under your head here, or you could just let it rest on your on your shoulder, whichever feels good for you. So now you've got one hand on top of the other, and then we'll inhale, sliding the arm, bringing it to the left shoulder. And then exhaling, keeping the contact with the body back to the hand. And then one more. Inhale, coming up, bringing the hand to the shoulder, opposite shoulder, and then exhaling. And then you can overshoot the hand and go a little bit further. And one last time. So inhale, coming, bringing the right hand, the left hand to the shoulder. And then this time you can either stay there or outstretch the left arm, keeping, if you can, as much as your upper body on the floor, and just looking in the direction of the left hand. So we're doing a slightly different twist to what we normally do. So just feeling that openness in the front body. And just close your eyes in this position. So inhaling and exhaling. Again, noticing in your body what muscles you're engaging, what it is that's having to work very hard to keep you in this position. So we're all different, we'll all feel the sweet spot in very different ways. And then bringing the left hand to the left shoulder, and then sliding the hand back to where we started. So this time we're going to repeat it on the other side. So you can just turn to the other side, and then I'll just turn to face this side of the room so you can see me better. So now, so coming on your left shoulder, or you might have something to under your head, whatever feels good for you. And so bringing one, so checking your leg position. So your thighs are parallel to your elbow, to your arms, to your left arm. So arm here, parallel. And then there is an L shape, if you like, between the feet, the legs, the lower legs, and the thighs. Right hand is on top of the left. And then inhale, sliding, keeping that body contact, and bringing your right hand on your right shoulder. And then a couple more. Exhaling back. Inhale. And then exhaling back to this position. And then you can overshoot a little bit and go forward. And then this time we inhale. And then if you want, you can stay here, or you can outstretch the right arm for a nice twist. So you can get as much of the shoulders on the floor, do so. So just adjust the twist so it feels good for your body. So again, feeling where you can sense a stretch And if you can help that place by sending a little bit of breath there on the exhalation, just giving it a bit of your attention, encouraging it to relax a little bit. Couple more breaths in this position. And then coming back to the original position. And then we're going to come up into hands and knees. So, so coming into the hands and onto your hands and knees, with your knees directly underneath the hips, with the hands directly underneath the shoulders. And here, making sure that your fingers are widely stretched apart. And so taking a moment here, so we're going to do the lumbar cat, which we did last time. So we will fix our gaze on the mat. And the idea is just to move, so I'm just demonstrating now, it is just to move this lumbar spine, so the lower back. So we fix that point and then it goes like this. So we inhale and then exhale. Inhale and then exhale. The movement is just very little, starting from the base of the spine and ending at the base of the spine. So we'll give it a go. So you join me now. So keep looking at your mat. So inhale, the belly goes down a little bit, and then exhale, just the lumbar spine. So just that bit, just a tiny bit. It takes a little while to get used to, but it's a very effective movement. So just isolating that part of the back. So this is possible only by looking on, fixing the gaze on the mat. Otherwise we move the upper back and the middle back as well. So just moving the lower back. So it's a tiny movement. So inhale, we let that bit drop, and then exhaling, starting from the base of the spine. And so just go on with this for a couple more. Okay, so now we'll do the normal cat-cow, so which we're used to. So if you need to, you can just walk your hands a little bit further apart, but you don't need to, whatever feels right. So inhale, the movement starts from the base of the spine, looking up properly this time, and let your stomach drop. And then exhale, navel to spine, arching the back. A couple more, inhaling, looking up, and exhaling down, navel to spine. One more, inhaling, so feeling where you feel the work this time, which part of the back. So a couple more. And then now we're going to bring the hands a little bit closer, or if they were a bit apart. So now the hands are directly underneath the shoulders if they weren't already. And we're just going to do a little bit of a sequence, which we have done again before. So we will inhale, we will look up. Exhale, we will come on the tip of our fingers. So we will feel this in the middle or upper back area. So, and then we'll come up with an inhalation, and then we'll go back down to the base position. Okay, so let's do it now. So inhale, looking up. Exhale, round the upper back tip of your fingers. Inhale, coming up. And then exhale, coming down. So 3 more of this with your own breath. So inhale, up, stomach drop. Exhale on the tip of your fingers. Inhale, coming up, cactus arms, a little bit of a back bend, feeling the movement in the back. So coming back down with your own breath. You don't have to follow my rhythm. Inhale, looking up. Exhale. Shoot the tip of the fingers. Inhale, coming up, rising cat. And exhale down. So one last. So inhale, normal cat. Exhale, tip of your fingers. Exhale, coming up. And then coming back to center. So now, whichever of these three positions that you feel you need to stay in one of them. So if you feel like you just like the sensation of this, just stay here for 3 breaths. If you like it in this position, if you need work on your middle or upper back, you stay in this position for 3 breaths. Or if you feel you prefer this one, then you stay here. So you choose which of these 3 positions you want to stay and hold for 3 breaths. Okay, perfect. And then, so once you've done, we will meet back here. And then I will, so if you need to just do a little bit of a wrist exercise, do so. And then we'll come into a little bit of a twist. So we'll bring the right hand into the small of the back here. So the right hand, palm facing up. And then we'll just inhale up. So it's a small movement. It's a very small movement. Inhale up and exhale down. So we're just, if you like, coming up and down using the left arm a little bit. So that's the movement. So the movement is in the left left shoulder, but then you're coming up and down. So feel the sensation. So it might take a little while to get used to it. So you inhale, coming down a little bit, not too much, and then exhale. So essentially you're using the left hand as a bit of a piston. And then release. We'll do the other side. So bring the left hand into on your back. So your weight will now be on your right hand. So if you feel like you want to bring it, just leave it where it was. Sorry about that. And then, so we'll do the same. So so it's just almost, now probably you can see it better. So it's just using this movement. So inhale, going up, exhale, coming down. So twisting that very slightly to the left. So this is a very effective exercise for the upper and middle back. Might take a little bit of getting used to. Couple more. And relax. So just releasing the hands a little bit. And then the last one that we're going to do during this series is the traction cat. So essentially all it is you can walk your hands forward a little bit and then just bring the buttocks in the direction of the heels, but not quite there. So just to where you feel a nice back stretch. You can keep walking your hands a little bit forward until you reach that spot where you give your back a really nice stretch. So feeling the stretch in your back so you can adjust wherever you are here. So so you might need to just adjust yourself so you get a really nice stretch for your back. So you might not need to go far at all, or you might need to go quite far away to feel a nice back stretch. Couple more breaths in your sweet spot, just And then we're going to come with our stomach down. We're just going to rest for a bit. So we come bringing, either making a pillow with our hands, one hand on top of each other, or you can rest one cheek on the floor, bringing the big toes to touch and the heels fall to the side. So when we do this, we just release the hips, and you can just choose whether you want your hand, your forehead on both hands, or you just want one cheek down and relax in this position. So taking a few breaths here. So taking a few breaths, inhaling and exhaling. So in this position, you can try and feel the stretch or the massaging of your stomach against the floor. You can exaggerate that movement a little bit. And just staying there for a little bit longer. And then we'll come into the Sphinx pose. So bring your hands in front, so your elbows, so you come on your forearms, and your elbows are directly underneath the shoulders. So if you need to, you can walk your hands a little bit and then increase the distance a little bit more if the original position felt a bit too strong. So the idea is just to stay here in this position, in this Sphinx pose. Also a bit of a back bend. And staying there. So close your eyes here. And if this is feeling too much for you, you can just walk the arms a little bit further away from you and this distance a bit further apart. So that feels a little bit better. So just adjust what feels good for your body. So closing the eyes. And again, focusing on what muscles are having to work to keep you in this position. So is it how much work is on the shoulder? Are your hands working at all? Your legs having to do much work? Which bit of your body is working? And then once you've identified that, you can just ask yourself, on the exhalation, can I release a little bit? Can I let go a little bit? Now relax into that pose a little bit more. Maybe, maybe not. So keeping your head up. So feeling the stretch in the back and the work in the back. And now slowly bring the upper body down. And then bring your arms by your side into cactus. So bring your legs, separate your legs so that your legs are almost mat width. And we're just gonna we're just gonna do one at a time. So on your next inhalation, so that the head stays down, I will lift mine up only because it's easier for me to talk that way. So lift your right arm up, just your right arm and nothing else. So the head is looking down, the forehead is down on the floor. So just lifting your right arm up a few centimeters off the floor without putting pressure on your legs. So just that arm. And then bring it down. And then lifting just the left arm without putting pressure on the other arm, on the right arm, or on the legs. So isolating that movement. And then coming down. And then we'll do both arms, so keeping the head down. So now we just bring the hands in front and then back. So just making a little bit of a movement there. So bringing the fingers to the fingers to touch almost and then back. And then bring the hands back. And now we're going to do with the legs. So bring one leg up without, whichever leg, without putting too much pressure or any pressure on the opposite leg. And then bring that leg down. Now lift the other leg, the opposite leg, without putting pressure anywhere else. And then down, and now bring, keeping the forehead on the floor, lift both legs up. And down. And now we'll just lift everything we can on the next inhalation. So lift the head up, lift both arms up and both legs up, and breathe. So we'll breathe in this position. So strengthening of the back, of the whole back. And then bring the hands down, the body down. And then we'll meet in child pose. So with the hips, with the buttocks towards the heels. The arms can be forward or back, just anything that you find relaxing. So a little bit of a counter pose to all the back bend that we've done. So this is almost the body going forward. And then slowly coming up. And we'll go into standing. So we'll do one shoulder exercise and then one balance, and then we're done. So we will start with, I will just demonstrate. So we will start with the hands on either shoulder. So, and then I will show you first. So we will inhale, the arms go to, the elbows go to the side, the heads go back, the head goes back a little bit. And then we'll exhale, touching the elbows, and then the head go down a little bit. So we'll do that again. Sorry, I've not explained that very well. Okay, so we'll start with this position with the elbows touching. Inhale, elbows to the side, and then the head back a little bit. And then exhale, head forward and down, elbows touching. Inhale, elbows to the side, head back. Exhale, elbows touching, head forward. Two more, inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. Shoulders relax. Head back, exhaling, coming forward. And then let go. So now we will just do one balance pose. So getting ready. So we're going to do Warrior 3 or the aeroplane pose or the T-shaped pose, or I call it the flying angel. And if you have another balance that you prefer, then feel free to do it. So this time we're going to do this slightly differently. So we're going to lift the left arm up and then bring your hand in Chin Mudra, which is the thumb and the forefinger to touch. And then bring your right hand on your thigh. Bring the shoulders down. And now slide the back leg onto the mat. So all your weight is on the left foot. So feeling very grounded on the left foot. So where you're in that position, you can just stay there. And then if you want, you can bring that the right leg back a little bit more, and then bring the toe up a little bit. And then if that feels okay, you can carry on lifting that leg and pivoting so that your hips remain square and fix at one point. And then by leaving your hand on the right thigh, you make sure that your hip's not going too far away. So staying in this position, if you can bring the right leg back way up, you can, and in line with the arms almost, with the left arm. Or wherever you are is fine. And then slowly and gracefully, we come back to the center. So now we do the same thing on the other side. So taking your time, grounded on the right hand side, and then bring the right arm up and the thumb and the forefinger to touch. Decompress the shoulder, and the left hand is on the left thigh. We come on the tip of the left toes. So we slide those left toes back onto the mat. So we can already fix a point on the ground now and keep our focus there throughout the pose. So by fixing your gaze, that quite helps with your balance. So you can just stay there. You can bring the big toe up a little bit, or you can start pivoting, coming down to wherever feels right for you, keeping that arm where it is. And then you can bring the back leg to hover up you want it to be, keeping the arms in the same position, or if you need to change them, do so. You can have a play with the arms as well if you like, just see where they go. And then slowly with control, coming back to the center. And then we'll come down and relax for our final relaxation. So, so coming into a nice resting position. If you need to wear anything, if you need to put a jumper on or anything, do so. And we will rest. So we haven't got a very long relaxation today. So we will settle down with the palms facing up, a little bit of room between the arms and the armpit, and the legs forward and to the side, wherever feels good. If you need to keep your knees bent, do so, whatever feels right, and close your eyes. So the idea is to remain still for the next 5 minutes or so, or 7 minutes. So inhaling and exhaling, feeling your body, the contact of your body on the floor, feeling your body sinking onto the floor, feeling the various points of contact between the body and the floor. And slowly let your body sink even further. And now repeat after me mentally. I relax my feet. I relax my feet. My feet are relaxed. I relax my legs, my calves and shins, knees and kneecaps, thighs. I relax my legs. I relax my legs. My legs are relaxed. I relax my hips and buttocks. I relax my hips and buttocks. My hips and buttocks are relaxed. I relax my waist. I relax my waist. My waist is relaxed. I relax my abdomen and chest. I relax my abdomen and chest. My abdomen and chest are relaxed. My abdomen and chest are completely relaxed. I relax my lower back, middle back, upper back, lower back, middle back, and upper back. My entire back is relaxed. My entire back is completely relaxed. My entire back is completely relaxed. I relax my hands, my fingers, thumbs, first finger, second, third, and fourth. My fingers are relaxed. The palms of my hands are relaxed, and the back of my hands are relaxed. My wrists are relaxed. My forearms are relaxed. My elbows and upper arms are relaxed. Elbows and upper arms are relaxed. My entire arms are relaxed. My entire arms are relaxed. My entire arms are relaxed. I relax my shoulders and shoulder blades. I relax my shoulders and shoulder blades. My shoulders and shoulder blades are relaxed. I relax my neck. I relax my neck. My neck is relaxed. I relax my jaw. I relax my jaw. My jaw is relaxed. I relax my chin. I relax my chin. My chin is relaxed. I relax my mouth, tongue and teeth. Mouth, tongue and teeth are relaxed. I relax my nose. I relax my nose. My nose is relaxed. I relax my eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, eyelashes. Eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, eyelashes are relaxed. I relax my forehead. I relax my forehead. My forehead is relaxed. I relax my temples. Relax my temples. My temples are relaxed. My entire face is relaxed. I relax my head and scalp. I relax my head and scalp. My head and scalp are relaxed. My entire body is relaxed. My entire body is completely relaxed. So feeling your body relaxed on the floor. And I'll just stay quiet for a little while. So letting the body rest. And if any thoughts arise, let them go. Just focus on the blankness at the point between the eyebrows. And dive deep inside your inner being. So just let go, let your mind do whatever, just keeping your focus there. Letting the body relax, letting the mind relax. slowly begin to feel your body and bringing a little bit of movement to your hands, to your feet, and keeping the eyes closed all the time. So slowly coming up, very slowly. And then when you're ready, just coming to a sitting position for the final prayers. So taking your time, there's no rush. So we'll finish by chanting Om, and the affirmations that we do every week, we'll just chant them in English. So inhale when you're ready, take your time, and exhale. So inhale to Om. Auspiciousness be unto all, perfect peace be unto all, fullness be unto all, prosperity be unto all, happiness be unto all, perfect health be unto all. May all see good in everyone. May all be free from suffering. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I wish you all a very good week, and I will see you again next week. Thank you.
Thanks, Anju. Cheers.
Thank you.
Anju, bye.